Hey everyone, it's Christine again. So last week I went ahead and did True Blood. So of course, obviously I have to do Twilight this week. I've read all 4 books. I absolutely was enthralled with the books from the very first day I got them. I got them last Halloween. I read the first one that first night. And unfortunately I'd accidentally bought book 3 and not book 2. So I went ahead the very next morning, got book 2, and by the end of the weekend I had read all 4 books. I feel like I can really relate to Bella, but I figured we'll go ahead and do a comparison just like last week, and you can let me know which one you liked. Did you like the book, or did you like the way that the movie was made? And if you liked both, tell me why, or what you didn't like about each of them. I do not believe Stephenie Meyer is a very great author, though I think the story itself is strong, and I really feel what the character feels. If anyone's read New Moon, oh my god, I wanted to hide in the shower and just cry myself to sleep every day, but that's neither here nor there. A little recap, it's basically about a girl named Bella Swan who moves from Phoenix, Arizona to Forks, Washington, which is a small town on the coast of Washington. And she gets thrown into an environment of small town life where she has come from a much larger city where she didn't stand out. She wasn't very popular, didn't have a lot of close friends. And all of a sudden, all these people are interested in her, intrigued. And there's this one group that doesn't really pay her much attention, but she is kind of drawn to the youngest of the group, Edward. The story basically develops to where they fall in love. And it's their trials and tribulations because Edward is a vampire. He thirsts after her blood, and he wants her more than he wants anyone else. So, while she gets a little nauseous at the sight of blood, she's very comfortable around Edward, who wants hers. I was excited to see the movie, and I actually went opening night. Cameron and I did. I won 3rd place in the costume contest because I was Bella. I was actually Vampire Bella. And needless to say, Cameron didn't make it long through the movie, but the movie itself actually disappointed me a lot. I understand they had a low budget, but there was no excuse for some of the scenes they missed. I thought Kristen Stewart would do a very wonderful job. I'd seen some of her other performances. I thought she was a very strong actress. And when I saw this one, I wanted to pretty much just shoot her. Quite frankly, I thought she did a horrible, horrible job. The scene where she has been bitten by a vampire was just crazy. What? She's going into shock? That's not how the book wrote it. She's in excruciating pain. She's screaming. She's not having a seizure. They said that her and Rob Pattinson had chemistry. If there were chemistry between those two, they must not have been able to catch it on camera because I didn't see any. I thought they were disgusting together. Rob did a great job, especially considering it's his first major film. She's been doing this for years. I didn't agree with all of the character choices. I didn't like who they chose for Rosalie. I thought she was just wrong for the part. The attitude was perfect. Don't get me wrong. Nikki Reed's an awesome actress, and she seemed like a very cool person, but she just did not do blonde very well. The woman that they had play Esme, God. If you've seen Grey's Anatomy, she goes berserkos. And not only that, she kind of just, Esme's supposed to be warm and maybe a little heavier. I guess the best version that I can make is she's supposed to be somewhat relatable. Kind of like if you've seen Harry Potter, the Weasley's mother, Mrs. Weasley. Maybe not that hefty and obviously not British, but nonetheless, she was completely off. And no offense, check the makeup line all across her forehead. The whole movie, she has a makeup line. I thought who they had play Carlisle did perfect, but I think they went a little overboard on the makeup. He was a little too pale. James was wonderful. Oh my god. James, just keep ripping off your shirt and I'll be happy. I loved who they had to play God, I can't think of his name, but it's the black vampire in the movie. Mainly because I had seen him on House and he was a Mormon, so it was wonderful. Victoria wasn't too bad herself. But they missed out on so many important things. They completely skipped all the question and answer scenes that build up Bella's and Edward's relationship. Those were very important. They didn't just fall in love. Sorry, Stella, I kind of scared my cat. But they built up to it. Even though they were in love and they did love each other, it was a growing process. It didn't just happen. And also Alice. Alice was supposed to be Bella's best friend. And she winds up just having like 3 lines in the whole book. And it's ridiculous. So nonetheless, books, I absolutely love them. The storyline's wonderful. The movie, had I not read the books, I probably would have liked the movie. Even though it's completely a B movie. They left out so many important details, like the fact that when Bella runs away with Alice and Jasper and they go to hide her, all you have to say is that she's going to Phoenix to try to keep, because it'll be the last place he'll think to look. Instead, you just see her wind up someplace, and eventually later on in the movie, you find out the place she wound up was Phoenix. And that's just a key little detail. So, didn't like the movie compared to the book. Leave me your comments, let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!